Alright. Alright, YouTube. You know, it's the right to bear arms in this motherfucker. Let me tell you how it makes me feel when you try to defend your mental illness and try to prevent awareness of the problem it poses on humanity and the universe. It makes me feel like I want to kill you and your kind because it puts everything in danger. Your existence, your pedophilia, your parasitic value to strip all of the nations of their culture, to dement the minds of those of all nations into submissiveness to a new world order. Makes me sick. It makes me want to rebel against Satan and his evil authority that he has, bestowed upon us. And it is psychological warfare, ideological subversion. The Soviets were calling it. The worldview warfare is what the Nazis were calling it. Let me tell you about ideological subversion. You have demoralization, which would be in this instance our values on sexual immorality. First, it was, you have the Christian values of the marriage and nobody's fucking or not married, and it's all that stuff. And then and then it's cheat on your wife with your neighbor's wife, covet your neighbor's things after that, take all his possessions and his house and kill him and make family. You have to, and then it's like don't wear all these revealing clothing is probably the next thing, and then you're wearing all this revealing clothing, values being stripped down, ideological subversion, deterrence, not like a detour, like to reroute you, but we're subverting you to a different value. So sexual immorality, we're talking about demoralization, the first stage of ideological subversion. So this is what you are doing, YouTube. You are normalizing the pedophile problem, trying to make it look like it's a normal thing, that it's happening right now. Here we are. Let me tell you first, before we continue, we'll go from demoralization now, destabilizing the nation with this sexual immorality. Everybody is fucking each other, doing drugs, selling their sister, their brother, their mother, turning on their brother for money too, and stuff like that, So it's like you have all these things going on, and then eventually it's the children, they're raping the kids, and all this stuff, and first we get out of here, you pedophile, kick the shit out you, bap bap boom boom, nobody will know, nobody gives a fuck, we kill you, and then it's like, oh, don't pick on him, don't discriminate against him, he got raped by somebody, that's why he raped your kid, you should feel bad for him, accept him into society. No, we shouldn't. He should be executed, hanged, burned at the stake, starve him to death in the cellar in groups, eat each other, I don't give a fuck, kill him, the ones that know something about what the further involvement of human trafficking, and we should apply enhanced interrogations to them to extract the information that we require to conduct the investigation to protect this nation from the pedophile epidemic. So we have now crisis, which is we demoralize everybody. Don't tell the crisis is when it's it's going to be accepted. They've got a tolerance. They you don't discriminate against them. Like I said, this is the crisis, because the demoralization is like they start letting them come in here. Maybe the crisis is it's a complicated situation, because if it is in fact commencing normalization, we're all doomed. We've lost. But right now it's a crisis. They're trying to usher in normalization of pedophilia through this discrimination protection, for them, anti-discrimination protection. So they subverted the ideology of the masses, demoralized them first into being lustful for their white neighbor's wife, and it slowly went into lusting over your neighbor's kid, and then that was the demoralization in secret, to lust over things, and then destabilization of the economy because of all these new values being inserted into, America. You see what I'm saying? And the economy destabilizes, and then you have the crisis, which is right now, where they're trying to normalize, where they're ushering in acceptance and tolerance of the pedophile by not discriminating against him and giving him a place to live and saying you can't speak out against him. And normalization is when they when it's legal to be a pedophile, and that's when we've lost the nation. We can't let them take the nation. I had to cipher through what the order it was going in, because I had to really think because there's so many ideological subversions going on at once. One of them is greed. And we used to have a value, and it was family over money, and now everybody's throw their family to the side to get that buck. You know what I'm saying? We have values. You know what I'm saying? Now, gluttony is another one of those things. Everybody's fat, sitting on their ass, having somebody do it for them. That breeds stupidity. All these things breed stupidity because you be eating and eating and eating just to, you know, fulfill yourself, make yourself happy. You're not eating for survival. You're not fucking for reproduction, for survival. You're not making that money for survival. You know what I'm saying? You're making it to overpower people, to take more than you need. You know what I'm saying? It's greed. To envy your neighbor's things and covet what he has and go and take it in prestige. You know what I'm saying? Wrath and wage war across nations against people because, you know, you're a Nazi and they're not. You know what I'm saying? Put them all in concentration camps because they're not white and they're not straight. They're all black, Spanish, homosexual, Latino. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's you know, all the sins. It's all the 7 deadly sins. You know, I'll make another video going over them, but that's pretty much it, man. That's ideological subversion in a nutshell.